Today, Haki Yetu organization, which is a human rights and governance organization at the Coast region, joins other civil society organizations, women groups, youth, and other citizens of Mombasa County and the Coast region to hold a demonstration, a peaceful procession within Mombasa town, city, against rising cases of femicide in Kenya. This has reached a national crisis, because when you look at the numbers, for example, data from the African Data Hub, you see that we had 53 cases of femicide in Kenya in 2022, rising to 82 cases in 2023, and more than almost doubling in 2024 to 127 cases. And in 2025, according to a joint report of FIDA Kenya, UN Women and other organizations, the cases of femicide recorded in Kenya were over 220. Now that indicates to you that this problem is escalating every year. It's becoming a serious problem every year. And therefore, this particular demonstration, peaceful procession in Mombasa, is to call upon the government to take adequate measures to prevent, but also to respond within time to ensure that the perpetrators are held to account. This problem of femicide is also affecting the Coast region. Recently, we had a case of femicide in Likoni, and also another case of a young girl who died out of femicide in Kilifi County. So we are also affected as a region by cases of femicide, and therefore we are concerned, and we feel that we are responsible. We have a responsibility and a constitutional mandate to prevent, and to call upon government to help us to prevent, but also to respond and get justice for victims of femicide. Haki Yetu has actively been involved for over 10 years now in addressing sexual and gender-based violence across the Coast region in the 6 counties. We train community members to be able to respond, but also to be able to help especially young girls to prevent abuse, and when they happen, to be able to help them to report and support them through the criminal justice system, but also support them to be able to get psychosocial support, to get legal support, but also to get medical support where needed. So yes, we are at the front line of this as Haki Yetu, and that's why from our statistics we are concerned that this matter is escalating instead of the cases reducing. Yes, Haki Yetu, some of the ways that we help to prevent these cases is to address the gaps or the weaknesses in the criminal justice system, and that's why we have been actively supporting the establishment and functioning of court user committees, but also community policing committees at the police station level, so that then those particular platforms, the court user committee and the community policing committees, become the platforms where various stakeholders can coordinate efforts towards prevention and response to sexual and gender-based violence, including femicide. No, I think the peaceful demonstration today in Mombasa against femicide is basically calling upon the government to put in place measures that are long term, not ad hoc, reactive measures. We need, to invest financial resources, invest physical resources, invest all the resources needed to be able to prevent, but also to respond on time when femicide happens. Thank you. I think for all those who are at the front line against femicide, it is important that we coordinate our efforts a bit more, because this is a problem that is systemic, that is structural, that requires coordinated efforts, not individual isolated efforts. It's a serious societal issue that requires very strong coordination within civil society, but also within government agencies. Thank you.
I'm Helida Koth. I'm here on behalf of Coast Civil Society Network for Human Rights. We remember Gloria's Kaiza Maore, 11 years from Kisauni Sub-County, Mombasa. Susan Mito, Changamwe Sub-County, Mombasa.
Rest in peace.
Fidelis Chepchumba, Likoni Sub-County, Mombasa.
We remember.
Farida Kadzo Changawa,
We remember you.
Kilifi County. Elizabeth Nina, Likoni Sub-County.
We remember you.
Husna Sheban from Bombo.
We remember you.
Brenda Opio, Kisauni Sub-County.
We remember you.
We remember every woman and child whose life has been violently taken, whose disappearance remains unresolved, and whose stories never make headlines. Violence against women and children is a gross violation of human rights and a direct affront of Constitution of Kenya. As Mombasa CSOs, we call for urgent, coordinated and sustained action to address the growing crisis of femicide and gender-based violence. Our demands: 1. To the county government of Mombasa, we demand the immediate tabling, debate and passage of Mombasa County sexual and gender-based violence policy, which has stalled for over a decade despite rising cases of gender-based violence and femicide. We call on Governor, the Mombasa County Assembly and the County Executive Committee member for Public Service, Administration, Youth, Gender, Sports and Social Services to urgently fast-track its adoption and implementation to strengthen prevention, protection, response and accountability for survivors across the county. To the national and county leadership, we demand, thank you.